Good morning. How's everyone today? Happy Monday. Tis April 14th. Wow. Flying by. So today I don't have a lot planned, mainly because I don't know. Um Hi Kim. How are you? Just not feeling it today, I guess. But I thought, well, I could sew some half square triangles while I'm on here. Um it's gloomy here, cold. Hasn't It's really a little chilly today. I gotta go turn that down. Can you hear that? I bet you it picks it up. 1 second. There we go. Hi, Patty. How are you? Good morning. Nobody wants to hear the fire monitor. Well, I do, but you guys don't. Um, so I just went and turned that down. So as I was saying, not a lot planned today, but I hate to not come on because then when I don't, you know, clean out the car. I have to do that too. My car's a hot mess. Um, Dentist appointment this afternoon. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Welcome. Um, yeah, so I have to clean my car out too. It's on the to-do list. I did the fridge because it was, thank you, Kevin. Um, because the fridge is always, garbage day kind of thing. Hi, Susan. Welcome. Yeah, so that is things we have to do that we don't really like, right? Um, yeah, I need to do my car. But here in New York, it's kind of hasn't decided if it's spring, winter, whatever. Um, so I haven't really gotten out there yet. Hi, Lisa. Lurking and working. Good girl. Um, so right now we're just kind of in that in between mode. I see people like out west that are planting and itching to do that. Just not time yet. Got about another, I don't know. I think it's like May 5th. It's pretty safe around here to start planting. So I have a few weeks. A few weeks that seem like forever. Um, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We are excited to because this is spring break for the kids this week. So we're going to sneak out to camp and because we have a fifth wheel on a seasonal spot. And it's really only like 15 minutes from here, but it's a change of scenery, right? Um, Plus, very social because you got a lot of people, a lot of things to do. And so we're going to sneak out there this week. This is the week we usually sneak out there, open up the slide outs, pray, knock on wood, that we didn't have any visitors over the winter that decided to make it home, if you know what I mean. Squirrels mostly, um, mice, that kind of thing. Um, so we'll go out there this week and see. It doesn't officially open until May 1st, but we like to take this week and kind of go out there, open the slide outs, see what we're going to look at as far as cleaning up and getting ready again. Um, I would love to have my car detailed professionally. That would be great. So, but yeah, we're gonna try that. Maybe we thought maybe today, but it's chilly. So maybe tomorrow we'll venture out there and get the slide outs open, check and see what's gone on over the winter. We were out there a couple of weeks ago just to make sure that there weren't any big branch things, that we needed to clean up, and it looked pretty good, but we didn't go inside. So I'm always a little nervous because 2 years ago, so 2 years ago, yeah, we had to, well, we chose to buy a new camper because we had resident raccoons that took up residence in the camper all winter. A mama and her babies. That was a riot that day. I'll never forget it. We had Sophia with us. She was what, probably, she was about 11 at the time. She went in the kitchen, opened up the cabinet, the, the lower cabinet in the kitchen, and heard this hiss and had like 4 sets of eyes looking at her. Hurried up and shut it. Screamed and said, "Oh my gosh, there's something in there." So Bernie went over and opened the cabinet. Yep, for sure. Raccoon and her 3 babies. That camper went. Of course, they made a mess. It was just on beyond repair. Hi, Sherry. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. You went for your daughter, Kim? Yeah, yeah. My daughter used to go a lot. Now she has a job and works all the time. So, but prior to her job, she would go there a lot, and they have a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. I forgot to pull back my Chewy order for the dog after Todd passed. So now we have double the dog food, and I order these great big boxes of biscuits. So, hi, Deb. Morning. Hi, Lynn. So, I order these great big boxes of biscuits, and now that's really too much. And Levi hasn't gone through enough biscuits to say so. So, this week at some point, I told Addison that we would make some of those blankets, out of fleece, because I have a ton of fleece. Um, and make up a couple of blankets while she's off and take those and the big box of biscuits over to the shelter. I thought she would think that's fun, right? Um, sure, you're at your campground now, but you have to leave today. Yeah, I know that Sunday feeling, right? On a Monday. Oh no, I got to go back home. See, our campground is very relaxed, and it doesn't have great internet access, which is kind of bad but kind of good. It's great for the kids not to be able to be on their phones, um, and have to figure out something else to do. So in that aspect, it's great. Although I like to check, you know, my internet, use my internet, but I can't. So, you know, a lot of hand stitching goes on. I have a sewing machine there too, so that always works. quilter putting on 5 inches. 5 inches. Wow. So maybe tomorrow we'll go there. I just hope we don't find too much of a mess. Because that won't be good. No. But we should be all right. I hope. I hope. I hope. So anyway, didn't do a lot over the weekend as far as sewing goes. I don't even know why. Chunky binding. I'm gonna have to Google that. That's interesting. 5 inches. Five inches. I'm still thinking I'm gonna have to Google that just to see what that's about. Now you got me curious. Oh no, Sherry. Your Singer. I had one of those that did that. It was a Singer Quilters something. And it seized up. I had bought it from Joann's, I want to say. And it was like, I don't know, $300 or $400. 400, I want to say. And it seized up. And I hadn't even used it that much. Quilter Select, something like that. Now I have a brother for the campground. One of the cheaper ones, you know. But that I had a Singer Quattro. I can't remember what it was, but I was really upset because I had hardly used it. And it just stopped working. It, the crank on it, you couldn't move that needle at all. It just froze right up. So I don't know what went wrong with that, but it wasn't good. I was pretty angry about it too, because couldn't figure out why. So the old Singers are the best. Old machines, I swear by. I have a few in my collection. Excuse me, but I just wanted something that had all the stitches, and something I could put there that that could stay there. So I just went with a brother after that Singer. I was angry about that Singer. I agree, though. The older machines are better, much better. So, about the only thing I did over the weekend was 4 patches. Wasn't feeling it. Still not feeling it today. I don't know what it is. Need to get it together. Need to get it together. So I did pull some 5-inch charms to do half square triangles. Besides red multiple. Stay away from Singer. How sad. Forgot who bought them. Yeah. It wasn't a very expensive machine, but I was really upset when it seized up. Hi, Katie. Welcome. You wish you had your mom's 1949 in the cabinet. It sewed everything. Aww. Yes, those older ones. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Hi, Mona. So, Terry. Yeah. So, are y'all sewing today or what? Yeah, it's a good day to do it around here. There's not much else to do. And the weather is gray, gray and gloomy, and it wants to rain. Sewing. I don't even know why I'm up. LOL later. Mm. Yeah, lots of coffee. Oh, there's donuts? Donuts. What do I want to do for a donut? That would be good. A little mid morning snack around here. That would be nice. So, this is the only quilt along that I am actually keeping up with. The rest have fallen far behind. Jerry started working on the Dress a Girl for 2025. Very cool. Very cool. Iron Your Fat Quarters. Yeah, I have. Levi, I have the. I did manage to do that this morning. I have the house block cut out for Singing in the Rain. I was thinking about how I wanted to do it, but it's way too much math for my brain. I'm probably going to abandon my thought process was a house in the middle and then build around it like a I don't know. The next blocks would be all around that and all around that and kind of but that's way too much math and have to change things and so maybe I'll just do a row quilt. Yeah, are there free patterns out there for those dresses, Terry? Pati woof woof. I do enjoy making their dresses because they're kind of simple and fun. A lot of free patterns, right? So this is basically just they end up 1.5 inches unfinished, half square triangles. And with this paper, it's super easy because you're sewing on a line, which today might be a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mona. Post it on Discord because I'll make a couple. That would be fun. Take me back to my seamstress days. And my grandkids are too old now. You know, when they were younger, it was fun to sew sundresses for them and stuff. But now they're just too old. They don't they don't dress like that anymore. So I would definitely make a couple of them. It'd be fun. Overshoot. One done. Hi, Susan. How are you? Joe wants to make dresses. See, look at us. You finished one of your UFOs. Oh, do tell. Tell us all about it. Congrats. That's that's exciting. That's something to celebrate. Terry popped it in on Discord. A few patterns. Or a good one. Yep, so I'd be game for a couple. You know, it would be really cute too to put it with it. A hair bow. Little hair bow. I think that would be adorable. That wouldn't take long to make. Joe, you got videos on hair bows? Seems like it'd be your cup of tea. Or little hairband things that would match the dresses. That would be fun. Hair bows are easy. Yeah, it would be cute. I would imagine if I was a little girl, I'd want a hair bow to match my dress or coordinate with it. It's funny around here. My brother lives next door, and he has, as I've told you before, he has cows, beef cows, right? And his wife has chickens. She has big, big, huge geese too. But and so she has chickens, and you know they let them out to like free reign, whatever they do. Um, so anytime they come on our side of the yard, because we live like I don't know 10, 12 feet from each other, the houses are really close together. Um, so every time they let them out, sometimes they venture over here. And one time they got into our dog fence, you know, because they fly. But anyway, didn't get hurt or anything. Got them out of there unscathed. Um, so they venture over here on our side of the property, and I yell to Sophia. I'm like, Sophia, the birds. That's all I have to say. She runs out there and she likes to scatter them back on my brother's side of the property, you know, because she thinks it's fun. So this happens a couple times a week. I'll yell to her, the birds. And she runs out there. She goes out there behind him and, you know, goes like this to get him to go back to my brother's side of the property. It's just funny. Something she enjoys too. She says it's so fun to watch him waddle back. Lynn tried to find links last year to the dresses, but it won't post from the US. Oh, that's just not right. He has three left from last year. Didn't get them in the mail. But has fabric to make more. Oh, Purs and Pumpkins. Called Purs and Pumpkins and wanted it for a bed. I enlarged the blocks and finally sewed the border. No fun. Had it quilted. Sewed the binding on Saturday. Well, that was a great feeling then to be done with that, Susan. Yeah, Mona's going to check and see about the hair bows. Yeah, I'd want a hair bow. If I was a little girl, I'd have to have a hair bow that match my dress, right? That would be fun. Feel pretty. I have to make like seven, no, 9 sets of 8 for this quilt along a week. So 9 sets of 1.5 inch unfinished triangles for this quilt along. So it's a good thing it's sewing on paper because it's mindless and they come out accurate. And I mean accurate. Use a chart on head size to make, and then would make fleece headbands of all kinds. Interesting. Morning, Jean. Oh, I just spelled this one wrong. You're supposed to put the light on the top and the dark on the bottom when you use these papers. And of course, I found out why you should do that way because when you go to press them, it makes it easier to press them towards the dark. Yeah, you could make headbands and sew the bow on and make ties longer than the head sizes. Yeah, Mona, that would be great. And that would give me a chance to use my serger, which, you know, sits around unused. Probably crying. She ever going to use me again? Sadly, the only thing I use it for is frankenbatting. I think. I think that's it. And that is sad. And if you have one and don't use it for that, you must try it. You just surge it and it's flat. When it's butted up together, it's perfectly flat. Works out great. Two done. Now this one I did wrong, or not recommended. I put the dark on the top because I wasn't paying attention. So when I go to press that one, I'll say 4-letter words to myself. Well, look who's here. All the friends. Yep, all the friends. Hi, Shalom. There she is. Hi, Lori. Hi, friends. We are going to laugh about that for a long time. The friend thing. For sure. Some people. Oy. Right, Joe? Now this time I'll make sure to do it right, so I don't complain to myself later. It just makes it more difficult to press them. One paper would be good. I watched you on replay this morning, Shalom. I was watching you and Rita and Jessica and Jess. Can you tell I have a daughter named Jessica? I was watching you guys on replay this morning, or gals, very early. I think it was like 2 a.m. or something. I don't think I've finished it yet. Put it in the watch later. And Shalom, you have a voice. You have one of those voices. I thought to myself, wow, she's got a voice for radio or something. Very calming. You should read books, right? Or do those sleepy videos, where when you can't fall asleep, somebody talk to you. Read you a bedtime story or something. I don't know. But you do. You have a very calming voice, I think. That's my opinion. It's my observation when I was listening to you. And when I was doing these, I'm doing these papers, right? Show you. This dawned on me, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I was doing these papers, right? And you saw the inside triangle, right? And I was breaking thread. Then I saw somebody. I said, I never thought of that. That's silly. I saw somebody do it this way. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you can. They would do the inside and then travel up to the outside and then do the outside. And I was breaking thread and then starting over. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. Terry got 5 hours of sleep last night and woke up 15 times. That's really not getting sleep, Terry. Ah, surprise, surprise, Randy. Ah, you always make me laugh. Oh, come on there and just give me a hard time. Just whatever. How are you doing this morning, Randy, on this fine Monday? I'm really considering dropping my live back an hour to 11. Go 11 to 12. Good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, right, Terry? Surprise, surprise. Because I have some friends that live out west that are like, I can never catch you because I'm just getting up. I mean, 10 to 11 is not a big deal for me, but for them, it's between asleep and awake. So I'm really considering that. We'll see. We'll see if maybe I'll change it. And I got to start scheduling lives too. That would help. That would help. So, but one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah, that's what I think, Mona. Have you ever been tested, Terry? You might want to think about that. My boyfriend has it. He has the machine and all that, and he said that he feels 110% better when he uses his machine. Fixing some breakfast, Kim. What's for breakfast? You're terrified in your sleep. Oh, wow. Oh, a raspberry scone. Well, very fancy. A raspberry scone. Bacon and eggs. Yum. Yeah, Terry, that's awful. Melanie has a CPAP. You feel a lot better with it, right, Melanie? That's what my boyfriend tells me. If he doesn't use it, he feels like he didn't even sleep. You got Scone Mix at the World Market. And it's really good, and there's nothing in it you're allergic to. Well, plus on that. Good for you. It sounds delightful. Shannon uses one, Randy. Yeah, a lot of people have it. Yeah, me too, Mona. You get better sleep sometimes. You wake up snoring, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't be able to sleep after that, Terry. That's awful. That would freak me out. Scone like dawn. Hi, Sheila. Good morning. Randy. That's terrible. How does she even put up with you? I don't know. Although she can give it back to you. Next, she'll have to get implants that correct it. Oh. Your mom's family is from the Isle of Man. So it's a scone. Is that how you say it? Scone? Till we have an ongoing argument in this house of how to say plaza, like store plaza. Is it plaza or plaza? Ongoing argument. I say, and they make fun of me. I say plaza. Go down to the plaza. It probably really is plaza. But my theory behind that is yes, it's probably wrong. But my mother was from Rhode Island. So she had that New England accent. And we live in New York. So um, I say plaza. When I say that, oh boy, do I get harassed. Plaza. See? I probably do say it wrong. Plaza or plaza? Too funny. The Isle of Man is in the UK. I'm going to have to look up that up. Scone. Scone or scone? I do find it interesting, right? There's a couple other words she used to say that were weird that I picked up too. Because even though I was born and raised here, when your mom's always talking to you, she's the one that taught you how to speak. A couple other words I say. Oh, one that she said that I don't is car. I say car. She says caw. Or that's what she used to say. Funny. There's a couple other ones too. I can't remember right now, but that was one. Caw. Get in the car. Yes, ma'am. Are you driving the car? I do find accents very interesting. Very interesting. Like E and Either. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Either or either. Yeah, there's another one. Vase or vase. All right, Lynn, you have a good one. The little one is awake and probably ready to play. Enjoy. Enjoy that grandbaby. Thanks for stopping. Vase. Vase. Yeah, yeah, see? It's fun to think about. Fun to think about. I'm trying to think what else she used to say that was weird. How to think about it. You have a sister-in-law from New England and the other from Georgia. I tell them, one of you, one of you drops, one of you drops your R's and the other picks it up. That's right. That's true too. And you're stuck in the military. There's an app that reads chat so you can get work done. I don't know how it works yet. I don't either, Randy. The new, oh, that's interesting. A New Orleans accent is not the same as a Cajun accent. Well, there's a how you pronounce this quiz that was on a thread on YouTube, and it was so interesting to hear the huge variety. Yeah. Yeah. You're stuck in the bad English region of the US. Terry, I'm not much better. I mean, I'm a lot more north than you, and we're not great either. Vase with a long A is a container to display a floral arrangement. Vase is a fancy grammatical container. Silly way we say things, right? Creole versus Cajun. Not everyone is no in Creole. It's different. So interesting. Very interesting. Vase. Vase. Yeah. Well, that just sounds fancy. Vase. Not how I say it, but you know. Nolans. Nolans. Yeah. Mm-mm. My weeds go in the vase. Terry, your weeds go in the vase. Too funny. Yep. I heard that on TV the other day about the shopping cart. They call it a buggy. Who was it? It was somebody on YouTube. Oh, she's a YouTube influencer. I can't remember her name, but she has jet black hair and she does a lot of cooking videos and shopping stuff and all that. I watch her and she was talking about going to Aldi's. And if you have an Aldi's, you know what I'm talking about, where you have to put the quarter in for the cart. And she could not figure it out. She could not, she put the quarter in, but she thought that would automatically give her the cart. So she didn't get on the cart and whatever. And she called it a buggy. Carts are in Britain, Lori said. A trolley? Okay. So we got buggy, cart, trolley. So Shalom said she calls it a cart too. Anybody else have something? A wagon. Oh my gosh. Do you have words you intentionally mispronounce? My nephew was sounding out words. Read the sign at the Spicy Pickin' Deli. Spicky. To this day, we call it the Spicky Pickle. That's funny. That's kind of cute too, and catchy. The Spicky Pickle. I call it a wagon or a cart when I am shopping. Brits call it a trolley. It's so fascinating to me. So fascinating. I know when my brother was little, he used to call, now he was like 2, right? He used to call trucks, frucks, Frucks. But what's that sound like? Well, there's one, Lori. My husband calls grocery carts money coffins. He isn't too far off. I'm telling my boyfriend and I were having a conversation. $50 a bag is about what it is. Grocery coffin. Yeah, that's actually a great name for it and true. So true. Tamiriel instead of material. And she still asks you if you want to get some Tamiriel. My youngest said that she was squandering, no, swanangling her shoes when it was icy out. She said it was slickery. Slickery sounds better than slippery, if you ask me. We can all call boats a hole in the ocean to throw money into. Yeah, well, they say a boat, there's 2 best days: the day you buy it and the day you sell it. Those are the 2 best days for a boat, of which I would do neither, but that's just my personal. I don't. I think I don't like water. I think I was on the Titanic in a previous life or something. I think water is for bathing, growing things, dishes, laundry. I am not a swimmer. Mm-mm. Could have saved my life, maybe. I just hope there's a hot lifeguard there that can, help me out if I need it. In a mixed neighborhood of Irish and Italian, Spanish and American, shopping carts were buggies, wagons, carts, and trolleys. That's like 4 words for one thing. How do you know what you're? Well, I guess you learn it that way. Shalom misses hers, but scraping the couldn't afford the Mirage and scraping the hull. LOL. Yeah. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Good morning, Marie. How are you? Really? Is Sophia coming? Gotta let the dog out. He doesn't understand that I'm busy. All of us cricket children, munchkins, honeyoaks, mini monsters, and hoodlums. It was all love, just the hoodlums. If we're really bad. That's funny. That's a lot of nicknames for y'all. Yeah, you're right about that, Lori. It's every live. I'm not kidding. And it doesn't matter if I answer all his needs, let him out before, give him the food, give him the water, give him everything he needs. He still has to go out. I think because I'm talking to you guys and he doesn't understand that, you know, I don't know what his problem is. I just don't understand it. I'll see when he comes back in if he'll come over. He might. It depends on the day. Depends on his mode. His mood. We'll see when he comes back in. Huh? Oh, he will be. Oh, I think you're right, Gene. It just wants to be. He just wants to be the center of attention, the- which he usually is. So Marie's making postcards at the moment. Fun. Okay, Kim. Trying to have a good day. Busy, busy girl. Thanks for stopping. Oh, I'm glad to hear that your mom's doing okay, Marie. Wow, your brother just got a donor? That's awesome. There you go. Levi, come here. He usually doesn't get on me. Let's see. They want to see him, but
Stubborn.
yeah, I know.
Stubborn.
Ugh. Look this way. Ah, he's not going to look that way. There he is, Terry, for his very brief.
Get over there.
He's like, no, I've had enough.
Oh, yeah, he's very
He is a big dog.
big.
Oh, the old man. He's like 12. Sometimes he's awesome, Shalom. Sometimes he's not. Probably thinks the same about me too. Yeah, he's part lab and part Great Dane.
Dingling.
And Bernie just said part dingling. Morning, Jess. Sub is 13 and a half. Yeah, they told me he would calm down when he was like a puppy, and he really never has. He's just, always spinning. German Shepherd, part Rhino. Hey, area.
Oh.
Rhino. I hear that. Mancun Lambert. Dang. So huge. Doggy mom. Shalom, you crack me up. Dog landmines. Yeah. Calm down. Not my Rhino. That guy either. He's nuts. Something's not quite right with him in his brain. Not at all. I should finish this one. Mine had to be dragged to go to the vets and clean his ears. Ours have to be dragged. Like, he does great in his little outdoor fenced-in area, but he has to be dragged into the car. We take him to camp on the weekends. It's like a 20-minute ritual to get his harness on and get him out the door into the car or into the truck. And then he's fine driving down country roads, but we go through like city where there's a lot of lights and a lot of other cars and stop and go. He's barking at everything. He's weird that way. So it's a whole production to get him to camp. It's just a very odd duck. Very odd.
Then he doesn't eat or poop. Doesn't do anything. So he comes home. Right, buddy? Yeah. It's terrible.
I had to go pick up C. Now he can sleep under the keyboard. And I am captive. Yeah. Yeah, too funny. Too funny. Oh. You're a human trap. That's true. You have a fabulous day too, Marie. You have a great afternoon too. Thanks for stopping in, Marie. Thanks, Marie. Thanks for that reminder. Hope to see you Wednesday. Lori's prepping for a jelly roll race today. Yeah, Terry's trapped. She can't go anywhere. And try getting a dog up that doesn't want to get up. Virtually impossible. Oh, Rona's got a package delivered. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, you must be so excited. I would be over the moon. Better get to work on that, Mona. You'll have to tune in to Mona's. Maybe she'll show you. I'm not spilling beans. No, not me. What time's Mona come on today? Don't you guys? You guys are doing starting the. Oh, what is it called? I want to say April showers, but that's not right. Something rain. I even bought the pattern and have one of the blocks cut out. 1 o'clock. Singing in the rain. Thank you, Terry. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? Thanks, Sheila. Doesn't that drive you nuts when it's like right there and you can't produce it? Ugh. So maybe if you tune into her channel at 1, she will show you. Or the alternative April showers. Right. I had this idea how I was going to turn it all around, do a medallion kind of layout for it, but then decided it was too much math. So I'm going to abort that idea and just do it regular. You're ironing a bunch of yellow, Melanie? Or maybe I'll do a couple of blocks of each and try to play with that layout a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know yet. But it's easier to do the math when you have a few of the actual blocks to play with. The sun rays, yeah. have to cut the fabric before I put it together. Sunglasses. The Dresden plates, right, for the sun rays. Yep. I cut out one house block and then probably do a few of each. Yes, that's what they're called. You're right. Dresden is on your list for this year. Very good. Yeah, so I have a house block cut, ready to go. A couple of pinwheels. I'm doing mine totally scrappy, no. Just for my stash. Proper applique. Wish me luck. You can do it. It's not, you'll be fine. The one thing about that quilt that made me go, huh, is the umbrella handles. But I'm just gonna cut them out with I don't know, heat and bond and do it that way. Drop some planes. That's where it stopped, Melanie. It was just an idea. Because it's math. I can handle a little bit, but it would have looked cool like a medallion. You know, you have the house in the middle, and then keep going around with the pinwheels, and then whatever. But it was too much. It was too much. What? I can't do that. So I'm just gonna go rows. Then I was toying with the idea of like a banner size, you know, so you're not doing this whole big quilt. That's an idea, Melanie. So I don't know. I'll do a few of each block and see where I. Yes, you do. Here, leave it to Beaver. I can't believe that picks that up. It's a good microphone on this thing. Barn houses, right? You're fine. That's funny. He's watching me.
Come over, you can watch it with me.
Yeah, he says, "Come on over. You can watch it with him." He loves that. He loves those old shows. I know that theme song. Yep. 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 I feel bad for June in that show. I know it's a very old show and very dated, but that poor woman. Terry, that was one of the first. That's hard for a first quilt. Wow. You're only 30 something plus 30 something? Yeah. He watched it as a kid too. That's why he's watching it. Yeah, that's awfully hard. All right, so I'm trying to think. What was my first quilt? It definitely wasn't that. I haven't made one yet, to be honest with you. That's one quilt I haven't made. Mine was a log cabin. Eleanor Burns. You did all the hard stuff first, so now it's easy peasy for you, Terry. All right, Melanie, we'll see you later at Mona's, okay? Get to getting that ironing done and be ready. I have no quilt knowledge, so I didn't. Yeah, right? You didn't know it was hard. Bye, Melanie. Thank you for stopping in. Sometimes that's the best way. When you don't know any better. There's no fear. I would think the only thing that might be more difficult than that, than applique, is like a wedding ring or something where it's curved piecing. That would be tough for a first one. It might even be tough for a second one. Okay, well, another one done. So, do I have my weight yet? Probably not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm too short from having my whole week stitched. But anyway, I'm trying to think. I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll do 10 again. I'm toying with 11 though. Maybe we'll start that next week and see how it works out. So I'll be at Mona's later, definitely around, to start that quilt because I do have the house black cut. And I want to get a couple other ones cut too and then kind of decide what I'm going to do with that. I'd love to play with the layout a little bit, but we'll see. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, keeping me company. I need to go cut too, Mona. So at least I have more than one black cut ready to go. It's my least favorite thing to do. Cutting. So thanks for stopping and keep me company for an hour. You can stand it. You can come back Wednesday and keep me company again. Not sure what I'll be working on, but I have enough of whips to last me a while. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, Susan. talk to you later, probably. And I'll definitely see you around on the internet. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks all. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.